All right. Speaking of colonials, we have Dino over here in powdered wig, judge's robes.
Judge Dino.
Judge
With
Dino.
a gavel.
Show him the gavel, Dino. Show him the gavel. The reason we're going to do this is we have a very special person about to call into the podcast, but he's got a kind of a dark past. Very pleasant fellow, though. I spent all of Christmas Day with him,
How old
and
is he?
he had stories to tell. He is 18 years old. What? He had many, many stories to tell, one of which involves him getting statutorily raped. It is the most extreme example of statutory rape I've ever heard.
Okay, now
We are talking about a 20-year age difference and him being 5 years or more under 18.
wow. Now, real quick, on the note of that kind of the girl being older than the man, there's a movie out right now. Have you heard of Licorice Pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard?
PTA, right?
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yes. So, how did you know that?
Well, he's a great director. Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
There Will Be Blood.
It's a great movie, and There Will Be Blood is probably it's in my top 10. Now listen,
Inherent Vice.
he made this movie. The script is about a 25-year-old girl hooking up and romancing a 15-year-old, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Do it the other way around. Do it the other way around.
I already
You
have.
can't.
I heard it when I was 25.
Oh, you. Well, no. The girl's 25,
I get it.
and the kid's the boy is 15, and nobody care. Well, people care because they say it's Pizzagate, or there's a lot of conspiracy theories. I'm sure you'll read about one soon.
I might have to check that film out. It sounds great. And this kid we're about to call up is definitely going to check that film out. He's going to laugh at it, though. Ha, ha, ha. Because his statutory rape makes that one look like kindergarten BS.
13 to what?
35,
That's
Leo.
nuts.
He was
That's
13.
just straight up pedophilia.
And he
at
fucked
that
a
point,
35. I think,
Well,
I
he
think
might have
he'd
been a
hit puberty.
manly-
I think he'd hit puberty.
Like I was 200 pounds. I was probably like 195 pounds at 13.
He was a little chunky.
You son of a bitch.
This kid too, though. The reason we have Dino in the judge's outfit is because this kid also, for the laughs, at a party, did something I think's kind of gay. I am not the authority on homosexuality. Leo, I'm going to let him tell his side of the story.
Yeah, because we're comfortable with our sexuality. We don't have to, be homophobic. Like,
yeah. I don't. You know what? I don't think it's gay. I think, again, it's more for the sake of the story, for him to have something to gab about over beers.
What did he do?
But that's why we have Dino. He might have gotten blown by an 85-year-old man.
That's
what? No, hey,
Gang!
Dino, you
85?
haven't. The trial has not commenced.
I have a lot of questions about the 85-year-old.
Me too, and that's why we're
I
gonna
want to
dial
know.
him
I
up.
want to know if he had old man voice. Like, was he like, "Oh, Sonny,
You could have.
come on"?
I got a whole freezer full of popsicles. The guy on Family Guy.
Yeah.
Call him up right
Was
now.
he that, or was he just a fucking like I don't know? Who's the guy? Who's Alfred and Batman? It'd be
Michael
funny
Caine?
if he was in English. I can't do it, dude.
Hello.
Body count boy.
What's up, man? This is Leo, by the
What's
way.
up, guy?
How are you, man?
Body count boy is the name I call him by because Mia told me that body count boy said to her once, "You know what? Fuck this. All I'm focused on for the next 5 years is getting my body count up.
I like it.
Just hooking up with as many girls as possible."
It's a great way to. It's a foundation of life that you need, and I appreciate
It
it,
was a
man.
true story.
Uh-huh. Body count boy, what is your number right now? What is your body count?
I think legendary body count boy is at 18.
You're matching your age. He's got one for every year.
That's not bad.
One
That's
for
bad.
every year.
Very nice body count boy.
Not bad, dude.
Body count boy, what we want to talk about first is the statutory rape.
Yes. We can talk
Set
about
the
that.
stage for us. Set the stage for us. Tell us about the camping trip where it all went down.
This was only 5 years ago. You're 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we're at a nice lake, Berryessa, in there with the family and friends on a nice vacation, wakeboarding. It's a cool day.
Family and
The night
friends.
we get
And
there.
who are the old ladies there? Not the old ladies, the Leo's aged
Fuck
ladies.
you, dude.
They're hot.
The old ladies. Who are the old ladies?
Who were the old ladies, the girls that were there?
Yes.
That would have been my mother and her friends.
Okay, so it was your mother's friend that decided that she was going to have sex with you.
Yes. That
Wow.
would be
Yes.
her, yeah.
Don't be bashful.
okay.
And by the way, Body Count Boy showed me this girl's Instagram. Hot.
No.
Hot. Leo, you
I
might have
wasn't playing around.
You weren't playing
I
around,
might have
buddy.
been 14. I might have been small, but I had big goals that I reached
Oh, you were
for.
14.
You were 14? This story sucks.
Oh, he's in high school.
Well, fuck it, dude. What do you mean? I thought you were 13.
No, this was 8th grade.
God, well,
It's still
you
in
could have
8th
been,
grade.
You could have been a 13-year-old in 8th grade. So that okay. I'm back to being interested.
Whoa, hang on. I was technically 13 because this was on my 14th birthday.
Oh my God. Okay, so you were 13. It could have been like, it depends on what time you came out of your mom's vagina. Sorry.
This is true.
Is that?
I could
is
have
that
been
it's
2
not
hours,
Mia's mom. Never mind. It's not
2
her
hours
brother.
early.
All right. So how did this happen? I want details, kid. How did it
All right,
start?
so
How did you first?
13. I'm 13. I'm the sickest.
Yeah.
I'm up in this trailer at 12 o'clock at night with all these old 30-year-old people. I think I'm the coolest. I'm drinking Jameson. I'm on fire. I start learning.
How many Jamesons had you had?
I don't know. I think I was little. I think I took 2 shots and I was fucking hammered for the night.
Yeah.
Was this your first time drinking?
No, this is not my first time drinking.
Had you drank a lot?
Did I drink a lot that night?
Had you drank it a lot in the past? Were you experienced with alcohol?
No, not at all.
Okay. Somewhere in the middle. Maybe you drank 6 times before this. You got 2
Possibly.
shots of Jameson in you. You're in the trailer.
2 shots of Jameson on me. I feel like I'm the man. I'm in the trailer. And
Yeah.
I'm learning this country dance with this girl. This is the lady. She's teaching me this country dance, right? And so then I'm doing this country dance, and I look at this guy that was there, and he looks at me and he like gives me the hand signal to put my hand on her ass.
This
So
guy should be
I
carted
went-
off the jail, too.
What?
He's coaching him.
So I
This
went
guy.
for it, and I put my hand on her ass, and as soon as I did that, I instantly got the look of the fuck me eyes, and I was like, oh my God. So it worked. And then I go sit down on this nice recliner chair, and she comes and sits right next to me, right? It's nice. It's a great moment. And I look over at my cousin. My cousin's sitting right next to me on my left with his girlfriend. And he's got his hand right in between her, right in her upper thigh, right next to her coot. And so I was like, I should try that. So I looked at this girl, I take my hand, and I put my hand right there next to her coot.
She's 35 years old.
She's 35 years old, yeah.
And hot.
Wow.
Leo, you would have
And-
sex with this girl. You would go above just getting blown.
Really?
And also, Body Count Boy, are you standing next to a cat tractor that's in reverse? What is that beep?
Oh, shit, that's my car. I'm on lunch break, bro.
That's cool.
Perfect
That's cool. All right, listen. She's 35 years old. You put your hand right next to her vagina. What happens?
Her coot.
Coot.
The fuck me eyes got even more intense. What do you mean? It was just
All right, all right.
Yeah, what do you mean,
It was
Leo?
game.
All right. What do you mean? What do I mean? Who is this kid?
It was
dude?
game on
Fucking
at that
disrespect
point.
me.
At
Yeah.
that point, I was in there like swimwear. It wasn't even a question.
Okay, so then
And
what?
then,
So then what happened? How did you get to the next level?
Well, she actually stood up and she walked outside. She looked at me and stood up and walked outside. So I did what any smart man would do, and I stood up and I walked outside with her.
Your 13-year-old self. You put on your Crocs. You had your little fucking. What'd you have on, dude? A Power Rangers fucking sweater.
I had camo cargo jeans that I had cut to shorts.
And he had a Spitfire Wet Willie skateboarding shirt.
I'm
on,
sure you
Leo.
did.
No, I
What
was
it-
actually wearing a white and black plaid Dickies button up.
Okay.
Oh my God!
So he was
dude.
dressed mature.
I would not
Camo
have Dickies
cargos
button up
and
Hey,
with
based on
cargo
what he's
shorts.
wearing, I don't think this is rape.
Cargo shorts and a Dickies button
He
up,
looked
dude?
sharp, dude.
Holy shit!
He
Were you wearing a
looked sharp.
hat? Did you have like a piercings of any kind? Like
Were you wearing a fake
No
mustache?
piercing. I was getting a little bit of peach fuzz on my face, but that'd be about it.
See,
what was
Leo?
your height and weight at 13?
Oh, that's a good question. I've always been kind of tall, so I'd say I was about 5'8",
Okay. Weight?
5'8", and probably 120 pounds.
It's rape. This is rape. That was so rape, dude. It
Dino,
was
how much
rape.
do you weigh?
130.
Like 140.
There's no way you're 140. You're
would-
130.
She would have weighed the same
Yeah,
as me though,
probably.
but her tits were just
No,
way
this
too
girl was
big.
thick.
She weighed more than you.
Definitely.
And now it's rape, but
Definitely.
continue.
I saw this girl. She looked like she could have been your sister, Leo.
Can you send me her Instagram?
And I don't mean that to be insulting. Leo, you're not
You mean she's like a strong like bull?
a thick tan girl.
Oh, okay, yeah, could be
Italian,
my sister,
Mexican,
yeah.
something vague. She
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like she could be related to you. I am absolutely not going to permit him to send you her Instagram.
Why?
Because I don't want you direct messaging and sexting with a criminal.
all right, you son of a bitch. Body count boy, continue. So get in details, buddy. Don't fucking leave out any details.
Okay,
No.
yeah, details. It's coming in.
You had your Power Rangers.
So we
hoodie
get
on.
outside, right? And I think I started talking to her about some shit. And then I looked at, we just started making out. I don't remember how we started making out, but we started making out. And it was cool.
Yeah.
And then we go around the side of this truck, and we're kind of in this back little spot by ourselves. And I pull her tits out, and I start actually like motorboating her tits and like licking on her nipples and everything.
They
I'm
can't
like
resist.
13.
Yeah, I remember when you're 13, 14, that's what you do. You lick some titties. Like, that's your move.
You motorboat him. I mean,
You motorboat him too,
girls,
yeah.
people don't know this. Girls, they're over oral sex. They want to get motorboated.
yeah,
Yeah.
it feels so good for them.
Way better than getting their pussies licked.
Remember that, guys. If you're in a bind, start motorboating some titties.
And body count boy, are the titties fake?
Oh, yeah. They were
What?
super
She was a
fake.
stripper.
She was a stripper, dude. They were fake, but they were nice.
So she had some trauma too. And it's okay. This is all okay. It's just trauma versus trauma.
Body
That's the
count-
whole reason why they get boob jobs, because they want to get motorboated.
God, the boob jobs, dude. They're weird, Danny. They're too much.
But anyways, so I'm motorboating her, and she sticks her hand in my pants. And when she does, she grabs my dick, and she goes, because it was cold outside, she goes, "Oh my God, it's so warm."
Okay. She said it was so warm.
Yeah.
She didn't mention anything about the size or anything. She didn't say anything like, God, it's big for a
No.
13-year-old.
She just cared about the fact that it was warm.
Okay, so far this isn't rape. I mean, she was just.
This is nothing.
This is survival.
Yeah, exactly. Her hands
exactly.
were cold as fuck. This isn't a big
It's
deal.
also
So
warm.
you probably had the beer, the liquor jacket on, so you were fine. But she must have
Yup.
been a little chilly. All right, so continue.
So then she does that, and then she starts saying she's like, maybe, I don't know if we should do this. I'm literally molesting you right now. And I'm
Okay.
like, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. If I felt raped, I would have not let it happen. We're cool. It's fine. She's like, okay. So then we go over to this little bench, a picnic bench, right? And she sits on the bench, and she pulls my old pecker out, and she starts blowing me while she's sitting on the bench. And that went on for a second, and then I stood her back up, and I started motorboating her titties again. And then she goes down.
Yeah, because that was your one move at the time.
Going back
dude,
to
I
the
loved it.
motorboat.
It was so fun. It was awesome. I was just motorboating. I tried to go faster and faster each time.
They say the
But-
G-spot is actually between the breasts.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's the only way to hit it, the motorboat.
You got a motorboat, man. You probably saw that in
Got a
Wedding
motorboat.
Crashers. You're like, oh, I could do it. All right, so continue.
So she's blowing your 13-year-old wee-wee.
Yeah, it's-
Your
She's blowing
junior high penis.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's terrible, I know. And then she gets down on her
gnarly.
knees, and I'm sitting on the bench, and she starts blowing me again. So then that goes on. She gets up, she takes her pants down, and now I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like kind of getting nervous, you know? I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to have sex. I'm like, how am I going to be able to hold it long enough? I can't bust too soon. I got to be able to hold this. I got to look like a man and prove myself. So then she goes and she sits down, and I'm sitting on the bench facing outwards, and she's facing outwards too. So it's like I'm sitting, it's like doggy, but me sitting kind of.
That's reverse cowgirl, right?
That's not, it's reverse. Yeah, I've never done reverse cowgirl like that while sitting.
That's what
on
it
a
sounds
bench.
like.
It sounds like reverse cowgirl, but you could say
It's like,
it's
okay,
kind
it's
of
a
a
reverse
Sounds like she's
quasi
just sitting on
doggy.
his lap.
Sitting up, I guess.
It's a quasi doggy, dude. You know.
It's
I feel
something.
like if this came in front of a judge, and it's going to in a moment because we have Judge Dino here, I feel like she would get an extra 5 years because it was reversed cowgirl.
Yeah, it's so dirty.
It's filthy.
Yeah, it's come on.
She
Poor
could have
kid.
lived with
I mean,
the fact.
you could have made love
the
to
fact
her.
of looking at me while she was
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so continue. What happens?
it. So then she sits down on my little penis, and she sits on it, and she goes down and leans back and like puts her like head next to my head, leaning back on me. And she goes, "Oh my God, isn't it so tight?" And I was like, and the first thing I thought of, I didn't know what to say, is I looked at her and I was like, "Am I in your asshole right now?"
Not a bad move, honestly. She was like, "Oh my God,
No,
it is
because
as
I
tight as my
honestly didn't
asshole."
know
You're
where I
right.
was. I didn't know where I was. I thought I was in her ass. I was confused on where I was.
This is Don Juan
my
Reborn,
God, dude.
The motorboating and the "am I in your asshole?"
Oh my God. Now, what happens next, dude?
Well, it went on for a second, and I almost nutted in like 5 seconds. So I pushed her up, stopped myself, did the classic pinch and hold, let her put it, and then she went back down. And then it lasted for maybe another 30 seconds, and I did it again, and I put her up, and she was like, "I can't keep doing this." And then she left off. And
what,
so
committing
then
a
after
felony?
Yeah, so then
we're-
after that, I didn't get to nut. So after that, I actually just went over to the trees and jerked off in the trees, and
Nice.
that was it.
Big load, huh?
Massive, dude. It fucking
Big
filled the-
orgasm.
It put another inch up in the lake.
Oh my God, dude. Did you tell your parents by chance?
Oh, absolutely not. My mother can never know.
So this chick, though, we've talked about this on this podcast, that if a guy committed accidentally a very pedestrian act of statutory rapiness. Say you're at a nightclub, you make out with a girl, and you find out the next day she got in with a fake, and she's actually 17 3/4.
You're
Not sleeping.
you're not sleeping.
Yeah, let's just think about this. If the roles were
You can't even
reversed,
talk to her much. You're fucked, basically. Because
And I
if
was
you
a
say anything to
girl
incriminate
and
yourself, I
she was
mean,
a
you're
dude.
just. It's the worst. Yeah, it's probably the worst thing you go through.
This
Or one
chick,
of.
though, not only did she do this, I mean, if we did something equivalent to this, we'd all have addresses in Argentina.
Yeah.
Gone.
No, I know. If the roles
Life is
were-
over.
Cordoba.
We become
were reversed,
Christians.
The charges would be insane.
1 second body count. Body count tells me, though, that this chick is fucking joking about it the next day.
No. With her friends?
Body count, what was she doing?
Well, she wasn't joking, but I woke up the next morning and I felt guilty. I had to get out of there. So I went to my
yeah.
mom, like, "Mom, I want to go home. Let's get out of here."
Yeah,
And
you'll
she's
feel
coming
bad
up
for
to us.
sure.
"Let's go on the boat, dudes. Come on." And I'm like, "Fuck no, Mom. Let's go."
Damn, and she
Didn't she call you your her little lover boy?
Oh, yeah. She FaceTimed my mom a few weeks later, and she was drunk, and my mom put the face on me, and she was like, "Oh, my God, my little lover boy." And I was like, "Shut up."
don't invite a stripper to any family get-togethers. They might fuck someone. You
In
know?
the woods on a bench.
Yeah,
Like, it's not
like-
even like Danny's situation where he went upstairs with a girl in like a bedroom. This chick, a 35-year-old fucks a 13-year-old.
Clarify my situation. Don't just say my situation.
Okay,
People's
well,
imaginations are going to
true.
get to work there.
He was diddled as a kid, if you were wondering. Yes, he was.
I got blown by a 20-year-old when I was 16. A chick is the situation he's referring to.
Yes.
Holy shit, body count, boy. This is something to think about, though, because even, for instance, the Vegas party we had in that Airbnb, if I had a 13-year-old daughter, she would not be allowed to set foot within 3 miles of that house.
No.
Because somebody, probably Leo, would have
Stop
gotten
it.
drunk and would have broken the law.
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been me. It would have been probably the guy that could just do it with a nice shoulder lean into the door. Mudflap. Can you imagine just Mudflap terrorizing
You're just as fat as Mudflap.
terrorizing her room in the middle of the night? Just douche. I'm just as fat as Mudflap.
Maybe a little fatty.
You motherfucker.
So you think Mudflap would just get a wild hair up his ass at 3 a.m., kick the door in to rape my hypothetical 13-year-old daughter?
I can't say it out loud, but that is an image, man. Can you imagine him just in a drunken stupor, just come here, dude? That would be the scariest rape of all time, dude.
Yeah, we've asked Dino about it. We've
Dude,
had him
tri-
try to rape Dino multiple times.